Hi, how are you? I'm Chris. Welcome to another video about artificial intelligence. Today we're going to make a video about 5 things that can be done in seconds and that we couldn't do ourselves. Today I want to show you these 5 things. This doesn't mean that AI is better than us, but it does mean that AI saves us a lot of time in these 5 cases I'm going to show you. So let's try it out and see. 5 real examples, and let's share whether it's worth it or not, or whether these 5 tips I'm going to give you actually save us time or not. Number 1 would be summarizing a very long document into key points. What would happen? In the past, we used to get a 15-page brochure and we had to figure out what was most important in those 15 pages, right? Well, that's over now. GPT does it by itself. Let's share the screen so you can see it with me, and let's upload the document that... Now, take a look at this, because this specific report actually has 15 full pages in total, okay? So, what I am planning to do right now is, by selecting just these 5 particular pages here, I am going to tell the system, please go ahead and make me a very concise and helpful key summary of everything. Providing a comprehensive summary should be more than sufficient. Alright, so you just upload the PDF, and here we have the 5 key points, so you can see them here. Inside, there's a 15-page document inside where it provides different information, alright? So what the AI has done is it will provide you with a comprehensive summary of the 5 most important points, extracted from these 15 pages of complex information. This is a task that would normally take us a very long time to complete manually, yet it has remarkably done everything in a mere second. So I think, please, if you have something like this, use it because it's very fast. I also have to tell you that sometimes it makes mistakes, so it's important that you read the text beforehand. But once you read the text, you'll see that what it does and says makes a lot of sense, so I highly recommend it. All right, let's see. Number 2 would be writing a professional email. All right, let's see. Let's open a new chat. Let's share the screen and let's tell it. For example, I already have the prompt saved here. Let's tell it, write a professional email to respond to a client who received their order late. Otherwise, we'd be thinking about what to say to this client, what we can do. But here we're going to give it, and here it has done it for us. It creates the message template for us. It's always very polite from the start. It makes it very cordial and leaves spaces for you to personalize it each time. That's good because you can save it as a template in a place on your website and use it every time without having to write the same email over and over. This can also be automated. There are also many AI tools that reply for you. But in case you have to do it manually, this is a tool. Imagine you say, well, my clients are much closer and not so formal. The response, for instance, you might suggest to it that it could be a message that's significantly more friendly and welcoming. And what it does then is make it a little more personal for you. And you can even tell it how personal you want it to be, which is also really great, because sometimes you just don't know how to express yourself or how to say something when it comes to replying to a client. Okay, let's see what else. By the way, if you like these kinds of artificial intelligence videos, subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Every week I'm testing things, new tools, challenges, features that really work. So I'll be here whenever you want to stop by. And now 2 of my favorites are coming up. Number 3 would be organizing information. Let's go back to sharing the screen. Imagine you have 20 disorganized ideas. I'm going to switch the chat. And you tell it the ideas. Organize these ideas by categories and create a logical plan. In just a few seconds, what it does is perfectly organize this to make the functions more useful. Let me show you this as information. It would be like if I gave it, well, imagine, I don't know, let's say I have to do the shopping, I have to go to the bank, I have to... Why don't you go ahead and wash the car thoroughly? And I have to walk the dog. For example, ask it to organize what would be the best way to do all of this. I just did this as a quick example, but you can do it with any list you already have to figure out how to do it. It tells you that the best way is to walk the dog, go to the bank, wash the car, and do the shopping. And it tells you why. So that's good, because sometimes when you have people who are unsure, who don't know how to organize things, well, the most logical way doesn't necessarily mean they're the most logical person. So this can help you. And what else? Explaining difficult things. This would be a bit like what I mentioned earlier. And imagine a child asks you something that you don't know how to explain, like how to describe it. A child asked you, I don't know, explain it to me. How does the internet work? How would you explain to a 4-year-old? How does the internet work? Well, I would say, how does the internet work for... How about explaining it to a curious 4-year-old child? So basically, what it actually does is this. Okay, it tells you to explain it with an example, or you write it with a photo, video. I mean, it tells you the best ways, right? Simple sentences, facts. This is very important because maybe in another time, strange or absurd questions that your child, brother, or nephew might ask you, you wouldn't know how to answer because you really don't know how to adapt them or anything. I think this is really great, so write it down, okay? Explaining difficult things to people is great. And finally, it would be generating ideas, okay? So when it comes to generating creative ideas, just imagine for a moment that I want to do something simple. Tell me 10 different ideas for, I don't know, maybe a delicious family meal with no specific theme at all. Actually, I don't know. Let's just start a brand new chat instead, and I'll say, please give me 5 unique and fun ideas for a Spider-Man themed birthday party specifically for a young child celebration. Alright, so what does it do? Well, it gives you number 1, Spider-Man Academy, number 2, New York Party, number 3, Catch the Green Goblin Mission, and 4, Spectacular Themed Table and Workshop. So it gives you like 5 options here. So that's really great, because in the end, I want to throw a themed party for my niece or my daughter. And you say, where do I start? Well, look, this, I think it's super, super practical for throwing a top-notch party that everyone will envy. So I think the conclusion is that we've just given you some great tips here to make good use of it. ChatGPT. I'm sure that artificial intelligence isn't here to do everything for us. I mean, to replace us, but it is here to help us a lot and to save us a lot of time. Keep that in mind. Now I want to know your opinion. Which of these 5 features do you think you'll use the most? Which one did you like the most? Or maybe something that you personally use a lot? I'd love to know. And that's it. I'll read your comments. See you in the next video. Thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.